man called Muhammad?
Is this a serious question?
It's a serious question because Muslims don't worship Muhammad. Okay, are you Muslim? You said you are Muslim. So do you pray 5 times a day? Okay. And do you believe praying is part of worship? Is praying worship or is praying ibadah?
It's one of the pillars of Islam.
So
the second pillar.
Yeah. So when you worship.
Where is the Father?
What Father, sir? I'll come to you, just wait a little bit, sir. When you pray, is that something you say in your prayer? Do you read Arabic? Okay. So this is what you say in your prayer. So prayer is one of the phrase because it's like very long. It's very long thing. And one of the thing you do is this is part of the phrase. Sorry. This is the part of phrase you are doing while you are worshipping Allah. In your worship, suddenly you change your attention and then you say to Muhammad, you speak to Muhammad directly and then say to him, peace be upon you, O Muhammad, versus in that list you've got Abraham and the family of Abraham, you say family of Abraham. So if Muhammad is dead and if you do not worship Muhammad, why in your worship do you speak to Muhammad?
I'll answer you. Do you pray for the dead?
Sorry?
Any person who dies or deceased, do you ever pray for them?
Where is God?
Do you ask for a blessing for them? Do you pray for them? Do you ask for forgiveness for them?
That has nothing to do with my question, but make your point.
It's the same thing. The prayer is a combination of things. The sole intention, the focus, the concentration is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We only pray for Allah. Like you said, part of the prayer is a phrase. We give greetings to the Prophet because he's the one who guided us to Allah. So it's a little thank you to the Prophet while we are praying.
Are you a Christian or Muslim?
So just a moment, I'm Christian. Just give me a little bit of time, I'll come back to you, okay? Just give me time.
Where is God?
So just wait, I'm going to come back to you when I finish my conversation, okay?
It's only like a small phrase to the Prophet as a thank you to him because he guided us and taught us how to pray to Allah.
So Muhammad is dead and you are directly speaking to Muhammad. You are in your prayer you are saying blessing on you, O Prophet.
Yeah, a small part of the prayer.
So yes.
What is wrong with that?
So small part of the prayer goes to Muhammad. And you don't see any problem with that?
No, because
okay. How can your prayer goes to Muhammad while Muhammad is dead since 632?
The prayer is not going to Muhammad really. It's going to Allah. But not to Muhammad.
In here you are talking to Muhammad.
It's a little thank you to Muhammad for
so
showing.
You are saying, you are not saying thank you to. You are speaking to Muhammad. It's not like you are not saying thanks Muhammad. You are saying thank you, O Muhammad.
I'll translate it for you. Assalamu alayka means peace be upon you, ayyuhan nabi, O Prophet. Rahmatullah, Allah's blessings.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I don't have any problem with the translation. The phrase on you, O Prophet, is my issue. Because for Muhammad to able to receive your blessings, for able to hear you as you talk to him directly during your worship, during your ibadah, what kind of attributes must Muhammad have?
You know, you said we also pray for Ibrahim, also
his family. You don't pray. You pray for them, not you pray to them.
So why didn't you mention Ibrahim when you mentioned Muhammad? We even pray more.
I'll tell you what you tell to Ibrahim. Okay? Because you don't worship Ibrahim. You ask Allah to bless him. Okay? Oh, it's not in this one. Sorry, it's not in this one. Yeah, you are. No, you are not saying. Oh, you Abraham. You say.
You don't pray to anybody. You pray to only Allah.
To clarify, even though we mentioned the prayer.
Sorry, I'm just gonna move here.
To clarify, even though we mentioned the Prophet in the prayer, we don't worship Muhammad. You know, as
but you already. What's your name?
Imad.
Imad.
Spoke before.
Sorry, it's just so. You already told me. Praying is the part of the worship. Okay, and according to Hadith, praying is the essence of the worship. Okay, it's like without prayer, worship wouldn't happen. So, prayer is important. As you are praying to Allah, there is a time and place. You are you are talking to Muhammad. Okay, you, oh Muhammad. That's the
salam.
Yeah. So
salam means peace. I'm sending salam to the
so yeah, sending salam to Muhammad. Okay, so no, that happens part of your prayer. That is part of your prayer. Therefore, it goes under the worship because it is part of your prayer. Your prayer has not finished yet. After that, you still ask Allah to bless Abraham. You still ask Allah to bless the family of Abraham. Let me finish. Yeah, let me finish. Let me finish. And as you ask Allah to bless the family of Abraham, bless the Abraham, all those things, you don't say directly to you Abraham. But when it comes to Muhammad, you say you, oh Muhammad. Let me bring you my full objection, and then you respond. You respond to that. Sorry, once for all. And according to Tawhid, yeah. So you cannot give the attributes, sifats of Allah to anyone else. Let me finish. You cannot worship anyone beside Allah. You cannot worship anyone beside Allah. Okay? So that's like important. If those things happen, you are committing shirk. But while as you speak to Muhammad during your prayer, you are giving the essence. Sorry, because he was. As you are speaking to Muhammad in part of your worship, you are giving the attributes of Allah to Muhammad by claiming Muhammad is capable, who is that person, he is capable to hear the blessing you are sending him, he is capable to hear the prayer you are communicating with him, he is capable to accept those worships. That is my issue. That is shirk, and according to Quran, punishment for the shirk will never be forgiven. So why do you commit shirk in tashahhud?
The essence of every action of a Muslim in Islam is the intention. Yeah? The intention is what Allah makes you accountable for. So when I stand and do my prayer, my pure intention is to pray and worship only Allah. So even when I send peace or greetings or a blessing to the Prophet, my intention is not to associate the Prophet with any of the attributes of Allah. That doesn't happen. When you ask a Muslim, as a matter of fact, when the Prophet died, a lot of the Muslims turned around and they were very scared and frightened. So they were saying, oh, the Prophet died, Islam died. And Abu Bakr, the first Khalifa, stood up and said, if any of you were worshipping Muhammad, Muhammad is dead. If any of you is worshipping Allah, Allah is eternal, does not die. And then they came back to the senses.
Okay, let me just understand that. So even though we agree, ibadah is only belong to Allah, okay? And prayer is the ibadah which only needs to go to Allah.
Prayer means the salah.
Salah, yeah, and the dua and your duas, supplications, they only belong to Allah Himself, okay? Yeah. Okay. So, and you already told me that you speak Arabic. Do you understand Arabic as well, or you just speak?
Like a normal speaking person, I don't understand the linguistics of Arabic as a linguist, okay. But I can speak Arabic, I can read Arabic. I'm from Jordan.
Okay. So, but as you, and then you talked about your intentions are important. So, I'm just going to make the points and then I'm going to give you time, brother. So, since you speak Arabic, since you understand Arabic, since you read Arabic, and your intentions are important, am I right to assume, as you pray today, you do not say, peace be upon you, O Prophet? Do you say that phrase or you don't say? So just a moment. Even though it is your intentions, and you know Arabic, and you know you are speaking to that person, and you still speak to that person.
No, I'm not speaking to him. When I pray, I directly speak to Allah. I'm directly in the presence of Allah.
But you say you, as an Arabic speaker, yes, you confirm the phrase in here, peace be upon you, O Prophet. So that is, you are speaking to Muhammad.
I'm actually speaking to Allah, not to Muhammad.
So you are speaking to Allah before and after this, but in the middle, you are speaking to Muhammad, because you are. If you say peace be upon Muhammad, that will be fine, but you are saying peace be upon you, O Muhammad. So that's the issue. Let me give you a hadith, which will help you to kind of think a little bit deeper. Okay? So this is what Muhammad teaches. A blind man goes to Muhammad and then says to Muhammad, please pray for my eyes, I can't see. Okay, this is the conversation takes place. A blind man came to the Prophet and then said, I have been affected in the eyesight, so please pray to Allah for me. Okay, that's a good thing. I go to someone and then I say, please pray to God for me. And the Prophet said, go and make wudu and perform 2 rakah of prayer. Then say, okay, this is what you are going to say in your prayer. Oh Allah, I ask you and I turn to you through my Prophet, Muhammad, the Prophet of mercy. Okay? Oh Muhammad, Prophet of mercy. Oh Muhammad, I seek your intercession with my Lord for the return of my eyesight. And another version, for my need, that it may be fulfilled. Oh Allah, grant him intercession for me.
You know what?
And let me finish the hadith. The Prophet edited, and if there is some more, do the same thing. Man goes to Muhammad and then say, oh Muhammad, I can't see anymore, pray for me. Muhammad sends him home and then say, this is how you've got to pray. This is how you've got to do ibadah. This is how you've got to do worship. How you do the worship, how you do the ibadah. You ask Allah on using me as a kind of middleman, and then in that you talk to me. Prophet of mercy, oh Muhammad, I seek. Muhammad says, you worship me, you use me, you seek to me so that I can help you. And you do this in the future whenever your needs are.
The Prophet
with this, Muhammad takes the sifats of Allah on himself, and then Muhammad and Muhammad commits shirk. That's not mine is here. Muhammad commits shirk and encourages 1.84 billion Muslims to commit shirk, and you are one of them, with knowing that you are Arabic speaker and you still say the same thing.
Hatun, the Prophet never...
That was very good pronunciation, by the way. That was very good pronunciation.
The Prophet never asked people to worship him. The reason why sometimes...
But didn't you say ibadah is the worship?
Yes, but we
so
didn't...
in here, it is prayer.
No. The reason why sometimes the Prophet was used as intercessor is because his supplication to Allah is answerable, is guaranteed. If the Prophet, like all the prophets, when they ask God, their prayer is answered, is guaranteed to be answered. I pray to Allah every day. I don't know if my prayer is accepted or not accepted. It's up to Allah to accept my prayer in His mercy.
I think it is very sad. You don't even know that Allah hears your prayer or not. That's very sad. It is very sad that you don't even know if Allah is going to respond to your prayers or not. That's very sad.
No, Hatun, don't change my word. I didn't say Allah does not hear. I said I don't know if Allah accepts my prayer. He hears it.
That is very sad.
No, it's not sad because we are not arrogant. I'm not arrogant to go around and say, oh, Allah accepts everything I do. That gives us humility, and we are humble because we don't know. We can't take anything for granted. We got to keep doing and hope by the mercy of Allah we will be accepted and spared the punishment.
So let me just respond a couple of things you said. I am really sorry that your hopes are not gonna never finish in the right place. Your hopes are not gonna come to the fulfilled hopes.
No, I can't
just a moment.
guarantee.
Isn't it intercession is one of the sifats of Allah. Isn't it, according to Quran, Allah is the only intercessor? Why do you need?
No, Allah is the end.
Why do you need a middleman?
We don't need a middleman.
Then why does Muhammad teaches, I am the middleman, through me God is gonna hear your prayer, through me, you use me, you pray to me, God is gonna deal with you.
You know what the Quran says about Allah and how to pray to Allah? In all the Quran we are commanded, as a matter of fact, it's one of the principles of Tawheed, is to believe in one Allah and to believe that only Allah answers your prayer, to believe that when you need something you resort to Allah, and when you seek refuge you only seek refuge in Allah, no one else, even the Prophet.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
We don't even glorify the Prophet. To me, the Prophet is a man who was chosen by God to give you the message of Islam. I follow his sunnah and what he did as a human being and how he worshipped Allah. Nothing more. I don't worship Muhammad.
So that is very good to hear. But in your daily prayer, if you are phrasing this phrase, you are directly speaking to the dead person. And that person is dead. Muhammad is dead, and you are using Muhammad. Even if you don't want to use the Muhammad is teaching in the Hadith to use him as a middleman. Muhammad is claiming to have the attributes of Allah. Muhammad is claiming to have the sifats of Allah.
You know what the sifats of Allah?
Sir,
name me the sifats of Allah. Just a moment.
O Prophet of mercy, O Muhammad, I seek your intercession with my Lord for the return of my eyesight. And before that, Muhammad says, go and do wudu, do the 2 rakat of prayer, and in your prayer, this is you say, you start talking to Allah, and then suddenly in your talk to Allah, in your conversation to Allah, in your conversation with Allah, you turn to me and then you speak to me, you address me. And then he says, do this in the future when you have needs.
Can I read this again? Oh Allah.
Yeah, he's speaking to Allah. He's speaking to Allah.
The Prophet is asking the man to pray to Allah.
Pray to Allah, yeah.
Allah, I ask Allah, and turn to you.
Allah.
I seek refuge to Allah through my Prophet Muhammad.
Okay.
The Prophet of mercy, O Muhammad, I seek
that's the issue. That's the issue.
The Prophet is asking the man to ask Allah to accept the intercession of Muhammad.
No, Prophet is saying, as you speak to Allah, as you acknowledge His goodness, His loveliness, all those things, then you start speaking to me. You address to me, oh Muhammad, and then he says, do the same thing, say the same thing when I am not with you.
Hatun,
and therefore, let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. And today, as you pray, as an Arabic speaker, and you know what you are saying? Intentionally, you are talking to that man, and you are giving that man attributes of Allah.
No, Hatun, I'm talking to Allah.
Sir, in here, are you saying, oh Allah, give your blessing on Muhammad? No, you are saying, give your blessing, oh Muhammad.
To give his blessing to Muhammad.
You are talking to Muhammad because you are saying, oh you Muhammad.
I'm talking to Allah. Everything I say in my praise is to Allah.
Sir, you are Arabic speaker.
I am.
And deep down in your heart, you know the phrase, on you, O Prophet, is a direct communication with Allah. And that is shirk according to Islam. And punishment for the shirk is going to be hellfire forever.
But my intention is no shirk. All my prayer.
In that case, if you don't want to commit shirk, I'll give you a couple of advice. First thing is, the easiest way is you just give up this in your prayer. Don't say it from now on. Second thing is you give up Islam, and then you give up Muhammad, and then you come and worship the Lord of Lords, Kings of Kings, Lord Jesus Christ, sir. That's all you can do.
Do you know that